Hello everyone. In one of my previous videos, I did mention something. I asked a question. I said, if an investor approaches you today and asks for documentation, what would be your greatest worry? Would it be your financial management documents like your audited financial statements, a business plan? Or would it be that you hadn't done a strategy document, no SWOT analysis? In fact, maybe you don't have governance in place. So today, I would really like us to speak about investment readiness. There is funding. A lot of funding is available, but the question is, are tech startups and SMEs investment ready? To be investment ready, there are a couple of pillars you need to look at. And that's why I am so grateful that I'm participating in the Scale Agridas Investment Readiness Program. We are running Her Money Clinic under this program in order to help female entrepreneurs or women-led businesses access finance, because the statistics are so low. They're quite abysmal when you consider how many women have really been able to access finance, out of the entire pool. Some stats are as low as 20% of female entrepreneurs. And how does that affect them? They're not able to grow. They're not able to expand. They're not able to scale. So let's take a look at the 4 pillars quickly. The first pillar is governance and management. And here, the investor may be asking you, do you have an advisory board? Do you do meetings? Do you have minutes of the meeting? You should. Again, do you have an organogram published? Your managers, your officers, are they very clear about their roles? Do they have a job description? And so on and so forth. We come on to financial health. Are you actually putting out those records, ensuring that your transactions are captured, looking from one quarter to the next, between Q1 and Q2, did you have an increase in revenue? What's your gross profit margin looking like? Do you even have a 3-year financial projections? Do you have that at all? All these are part of your financial management. Your controls, are they in place? Do you have authorization levels for your staff, or does everything depend on you? Because if the entire business is founder dependent, we've told you how much of a no-no that signal is to an investor. And then let's go on to market viability. Do you know anything about your market position? Do you know your unique selling points, your USP? What's the differentiation really between you and your competitor? What do you do that makes it so special, that makes people buy from you and not from someone else? Is your customer base growing? Do you have a customer relationship management software in place? Are you really monitoring who are your top 10 customers? This is very important. And what about your receivables? How are you managing them? Okay, so this is another area. And finally, we should look at ESG compliance. You've heard a lot about environment, social, governance, and you're wondering, oh, what concerns me with this? It does concern you. The other thing that concerns you is the SDGs, this Sustainable Development Goals, because you cannot just be on this earth for nothing, without making an impact, without helping someone, without improving the world. So you should be able to tell us which SDG your company is speaking to. Is it about, SDG 1, which is zero hunger? Is it zero poverty? Is it SDG 3, health and wellness? Are you looking at SDG 4, which is quality health? Are you looking at gender equality, SDG 5? SDG 8 is about decent work and economic development. SDG 17 is about partnerships for development, and all these matter. Under ESG, we'll be asking if you have an environmental policy, We'll be looking at the percentage of women that possibly you have in management, and then, of course, governance, as we mentioned under the first pillar. So, investment ready is something that every entrepreneur must pursue. At the end of all the data gathering, you need to set up your data room with folders so that if the investor asks for information, you're not going to be looking for papers all over the place. You just share the link of your data room. And Simply Exponential Consult has done this with a number of SMEs under the Privable GIZ Strengthening Climate Adaptation Program, and it really went well. Many of our SMEs were able to raise funding because they were ready, because they had the documents, because they had the answers when the investors asked. So, what stage of investment readiness are you at? Drop a comment to let me know what challenges you might be having, and I may be able to help you. Bye.